Hello everyone, it is WOD vlog time. It's Tuesday, so that means we're working on a stabilization workout today. So you're gonna need a little equipment for this workout. You will need a physio ball like this purple one behind me, and you will need a TheraBand. And that's pretty much it. So you won't need too much equipment, just a couple small things. So this is going to be a 3-movement circuit. So I'm going to show you guys these 3 exercises, and then I want you to do those exercises in succession, back to back to back, rest a minute to a minute and a half, and then repeat that circuit 2 more times for a total of 3 circuits. This should take you around 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. This workout is going to be focused a lot on stabilizing the core as well as the shoulder blades and back. So without any further ado, we'll go ahead and get into the exercise demonstrations. So we're gonna start with what I call a push-up with lateral resistance. So you're gonna grab a TheraBand here and wrap it just once around a post, like so. So I'm using our rig here. And I'm gonna grab that in my hand. So with the hand that's holding the TheraBand, I'm gonna have my knuckles on the ground so I can keep a good grip on it. But my other hand's just gonna be flat on the ground like I'm gonna do a push-up, because I am gonna do a push-up. So from here, you'll notice there's just a little bit of resistance. So I have to squeeze with my chest a bit to keep my wrist underneath my shoulder where I want it. So from that starting position, I'm gonna go into my push-up position here. I'm gonna do a push-up. I'm gonna rotate. Keep my arms straight into an airplane. Now you see my heels kind of dip there. Try to keep those heels pointed up in the air. Keep that elbow straight. And back down. That's 1 rep. 2, 3, 4, and you get the idea. So the main thing to try to remember there is when you're doing the airplane, keep that elbow straight. Try to not let those heels dip to the ground. Try to keep them pointed up in the air as much as possible. Remember, you want your wrists to remain underneath your shoulders so you have proper leverage at that joint. As far as our rep scheme goes, you're going to do 7 of these on each arm. So as soon as you get done with 7 reps on one side, you hop around, get 7 reps on the other side. So you're going to get a total of 14 reps out of this exercise per set. And after you get 14 total reps of this exercise, you're going to go ahead and move on to our next movement of the circuit. We're going to involve this physio ball here. Basically, we're just going to be doing a physio ball crunch. If you've ever done a TRX crunch before, this is going to be very similar to that. The reason that we're using a physio ball to do this exercise rather than something a little more stable is because we're trying to create an unstable environment so that forces us to be better prepared for real world instability when it comes along. So I'm going to roll this physio ball back a bit, and I'm going to start with it just below my knees. So I'm going to get the ball just about where I want it, just below my knees. And I'm going to go into a plank position here. My feet nice and tight. Now trying to keep my hips and shoulders on the same plane, I'm going to pull my knees to my chest and slightly arch my back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the idea. We're going to do 12 to 15 reps of this. If you need to, you can break that down into a couple goes. Do like 6 reps at a time, then another 6 reps, or do 5, 5, and 5, whatever works for you. Just try not to rest too long so you keep those muscles nice and loaded, keep the heart rate up. And once you get 12 to 15 reps total of this, we'll move on to the next move in our circuit. So this last exercise in our circuit is going to require the TheraBand 1 more time. So you can probably just go ahead and leave it wrapped around the rig here because you're going to need it wrapped around as well. The only difference is now I'm going to have it at about my belly button height. Maybe a little lower, maybe a little higher, depending on what your preference is. So I'm going to go into a lunge position. Okay? So whichever leg is on the side of my body closest to the rig, that's the leg that's going to step forward. So the rig's on my right side, I'm going to step forward with my right leg. I'm going to grab the TheraBand with the opposite arm. So right leg's forward, I'm grabbing the TheraBand with my left arm. I'm going to turn away from the rig just enough so that there's some tension in this TheraBand and it's pulling my shoulder to this side of my body. So it's almost like I'm getting a good deltoid stretch, but just not quite. So keeping those shoulder blades engaged, shoulders down and back, chest up. I'm in my nice aggressive kind of half lunge here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform scaption. So I'm bringing my arm up into this Y position right here. So I'm going to pop it up, slow and control back down. You'll notice that pop can sometimes throw your balance off a little bit. That's one of the things that we're trying to challenge here. So what this is doing is it's exercising my shoulder and my shoulder blades through a range of motion, as well as training my core to resist rotation, because when I do this, especially when I'm popping it at tempo, that motion makes my spine want to rotate to my right or to my left if I was facing the other way. But I'm keeping my core nice and flexed and firm so that that doesn't happen. It's just also training like the perineals and your ankles to resist lateral movement as well. So as far as our rep scheme goes for that, you're going to do 8 to 12 reps on each arm. So you'll get 8 to 12 reps on one side and immediately switch to the other side, get 8 to 12 on the other arm, and then you'll be done with one round of the circuit. This workout exercises some antagonist muscle groups to some of our prime mover muscle groups that we exercise a lot when we are rock climbing. So this workout is a perfect workout for you to use as a warm-up or a cool-down to your climbing session if that's your goal for today in the gym. So you come in, get 15 minutes just warming up here real quick, doing some simple exercises, and then hit that climbing wall. Probably climb a little better than you would had you just gone straight to rock climbing. So that is it for Stabilization Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoy the workout. If you have any questions, as always, direct message me on Instagram at trg_fitness, or you can email me directly at caveman@tylerrockgym.com. I'd love to help you guys out and answer any questions that you might have. I would also really enjoy having you guys in my group fitness class sometime. Those are most weekdays at 6 p.m. So check the calendar on the Tyler Rock Gym website to find the schedule for that. And I will see you guys at our next WOD vlog.